honestly probably should have missed today. 888. Okay, I think today should be actually quite quick because I can just do it with text. Yeah. My audio drivers are broken on my computer, so no background music. Ew, it's so ugly. Yucky. Honestly, I might just fucking solidify this, throw some bones in it, and see what happens. Oh. Yeah, so I have no audio for the stream because my stuff's broken. Oh shit, a raid. Let's go. Yeah. Oh yeah, we are doing the daily today. This is day 888 of daily models and some day of daily animations, whatever 888 minus 365 is. But yeah. So I think today is gonna be probably a pretty quick and easy one. I'm gonna do the classic 888 as like 888 as 8 consumed 8. There we go. Which is a classic. Yeah, it's I did this for 7, 8, 9. It's like the joke, like why was 6 afraid of 7? 7, 8, 9. And I also did the same thing for 6, 7, 8, but that's a variation on the joke that only I understand, but is really funny if you know the context. But yeah. So, should be pretty straightforward, the plan today. Alright, yeah, peace. Yo, Zomtrom. This is not quite the Fortnite you're used to. I guess he does Beat Saber as well, but I think today was Fortnite. We were doing something infinitely more interesting, in my opinion. Although I say that as I literally played Fortnite all day today. I've been on since like noon. I put like a 13-hour day into Fortnite today, so I just did not stream it. Yep, so we're doing a animation here on Blender. Done one for 523 days. and then the year before that was just objects. But yeah, so I think I have a decent idea of what I want to do here. Whether or not it works, I mean, I'll make it work regardless. Yeah, no, it definitely takes a little bit to get into, but kind of just have to commit to it. Yeah, I feel like Blender's relatively tough to pick up. I didn't have too bad of a time with it. I kind of just said I was gonna learn it, and I learned it. But that's most things for me. Kind of just have to commit. Because I used it a couple of times previously for like various like projects, but I had basically zero idea how to use Blender when I first started doing dailies, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna do these now. And started with a month, and then it kind of stuck. Well, it didn't kind of stuck, it very much stuck. And now I have streamed the last 24 days of it. I don't think I'll continue daily streams because they're not super practical. But like, if I'm at home and doing this anyways, because I need to do it anyways, they're not. I may continue doing them. Select the other one. It's not letting me select the other one. Why is it being... Ugh. Alright. I guess if I put the cursor there, then I can just drag this off. Never mind. Let me do it there. The last one is wrong. Let's see if we bink it right off the bat. I think kind of drags everything. Yeah, these are too powerful. Would make them less powerful though. The other just does not want to move. Doing the thing where it's like this affects stuff out here more than the stuff that's directly next to it, which is I'm not really sure as to why it does that, or what the remedy is. I usually keep most of my stuff pretty low low tech, I guess you could say. I don't do anything like super high quality renders. I just don't have much. I don't really get the appeal to them personally, but I've done some like gun animations that looked like decent. You would have to go into Minerva and dig for them though, so. But yeah, like I'm at a point where if I put the time in, I could probably do pretty good animations for that kind of stuff, but I just really don't like the texturing. I do have a YouTube if you want to check out. I have shorts for the last 23 days up on my YouTube. It's just 8 lob, the same as Twitch. If you wanted to check that out, my other days of work. And I don't know if you're in Minerva or not. I don't recognize your name, but if you are, then I have the thread in gallery, which is the full 800. It has every single one. Yeah, it's threads kind of like has them all buried because I talk a lot in there as well. Because I have a captive audience. And yeah, be sir. Yep. But yeah, that also has a lot of me just talking as well. So. Why is this? Why is it this way? Not optimal. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know any of the other servers. I've been in Minerva pre Fortnite, so I've stuck with it. In spite of Fortnite, if anything. Although, yeah, this does not want to work the way I want it. Huh. But yeah, I try to avoid the Fortnite chats there as much as I can because I'm not particularly interested in it. I usually run up just I'll run up BR pretty regularly, usually just with friends, just to hang out. Been grinding ranked, which has been fun. That's what the 13 hours was today. Just does not want to work the way. Oh yeah, actually, I'm stupid. Of course, it's not gonna break those. They're still fully connected to each other. Like they're fully connected here. I'm stupid. Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I never really got the appeal to Save the World. I played it a decent amount, mostly just for V-Bucks, but never super got the appeal. Personally, I guess I get why people would like it, but I feel like I'd get bored of it if I tried to really grind it. Why can't I select the cursor? Actually, subdivide did what I wanted there. Actually, I filled. Faces. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. More so like just like a one that kind of just plays itself, if you know what you're doing. Just like kind of a idle I mean, it's like a tower defense kind of game, so. People definitely like those kind of games, but I feel like I need action or else I get bored. And so I like BR. I like BR a lot, but. I don't really play any like chill games. I run Minecraft when the Minerva server's up, but it's kind of dead. That's something that happens like every couple of years. People will be like, oh yeah, yeah, Minecraft exists. Well, the stretches where people consistently play have been getting shorter and shorter, so I don't know if there will be another. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, my Fortnite name is also 8LOB, if you want to add that. I'm really bad about adding people back, but I'll try to remember. Rip. Are these filled at all? I just need to delete those edges there. Oh wait, Zomtron. Is this gonna crash everything? Let's see if that. Okay, why are these not? This is extremely annoying to work with. This is very awkward geometry. It's messing with me. It's like I can't really. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. Let me Boolean it so I can actually see what I'm working on without destroying everything. Well, I think actually if I go into edit mode, it removes the Boolean. I'm dumb. What I can do is I can actually just physically split it in half and then rejoin it back together. I think that's going to be maybe easier. I don't even know. This sucks. Yeah. I played like, okay, that doesn't count. The daily has always been, well, I guess when I started it for a while it was before midnight, but I quickly gave up on that considering I'm a degenerate. And like midnight's kind of early in the night for me, if anything. Like if I'm doing something at midnight, that's like early. What do you mean? I mean, no, it's past midnight. It's 1 a.m. for me. But I'm just saying, I'm notorious for staying up very late, so. Yeah, so a lot of the time I will have the case be that, yeah. Because I've only been doing my dailies pre-midnight because of streams. Otherwise, none of my dailies would have been done pre-midnight. Like, I'll be honest. Oh, wait, I didn't even need to do any of this. What am I doing? Only ones I needed to rip were this side. Yeah, no, like, I'm a fan of staying up late. I usually, at least, I've been staying up till like 4 a.m. Consistently for actually quite a long time now. I've been doing like a biphasic sleep setup where I sleep like 4 hours and just take naps during the day, which has been working. It's maybe been working. I don't know. I've gotten myself fucked up on off it a couple of times, but for the most part, it's positive. Yeah, I've had a couple. I only really stay up for like multiple days. If if I need to reset my sleep schedule, like I'll do it for like a sleep schedule reset. But other than that, I don't. I try not to go too crazy. But pre going on a sleep schedule that where like I would purposely go to bed at 4 a.m. A lot of times I'd stay up way too late, and then and fuck everything up, and then have to reset it the next day because I'd be waking up at like 3. My rule was normally if I woke up like past 3 p.m., then I would do a full reset, stay up like 30 hours. Because that was always pretty comfortable for me to do. Is 30 hours is pretty easy. Okay, why aren't these vertices ripping? What's happening? Rip vertices. Rip and fill me? That just does not want to work. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, I'm at a point where... I guess in college I can do it more. I've been in college for a few years now, and you can get away with it a lot easier when you're in college. Because like high school, I would have to wake up to go to class. Like, I didn't really get a choice. I'd have to drive in and be at school all day. But with college, like you have a more free form schedule. Like you'll have a class at 8 a.m. and then you have a class at like 2. You have a class at like 5. So you can kind of work your sleep around classes, which has been very good. Because there's no way I would be able to do this if I wasn't like actively in college. Like once I start a job, I won't be able to do this anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. And I will definitely miss it. But hopefully I'll be able to just like hop back onto a normal sleep schedule without issue. Because like every other time I've done it, I've been able to adjust pretty comfortably. Or at least no worse. I adjust no worse than I do. My sleep schedules have been no worse than they are like if I don't do anything. Alright. Alright. Judge loop. Is this? I think this is technically on 0, or it's not even on 0. Wait, how's it not on 0? What? This should be at 0 on the... Oh, it's basically 0. Or 3D cursor. Alright, now it's on 0, so I can just move this out of the way. and move it back. Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me a bunch. Like during COVID, I tried to keep a normal sleep schedule, but I would always like 3 a.m. is just when my body naturally is like, now is the time to go to sleep. And any earlier than that is just nope, you're staying awake. And even now, I'll have days where I'm like, I want to get to sleep kind of early, but I just never can. It's like 3 a.m. or not at all. Kind of keep hitting that. Stop that. Edge loops. I think that's the first. I think we're good in there. Alright, I think we got it. That was a pain, but I think we're good now. We just gotta fill everything. I gotta do one side at a time. Okay. Why aren't you filling? Hello? Okay. Is that both sides? Are they good now? Okay, the top side's good. Now you're just gonna fill the bottom. God, this thing has been. I was not expecting this this to be so annoying. Like, oh yeah, this seems really easy. This will be a chill day, get in and out of stream quick, but no, it's been incredibly painful. What's even selecting there? Oh, that's one wrong. That one's wrong too. It's so insane that it, like, I'm selecting way over here. Why is it locking onto the opposite one? I swear the selections are just random, whether they work or not. They just like pick one and like, okay, this is clearly the one you want to select. And you can click like 30 times and it's only gonna try and select that. Oh, we're good. We are good. Now let's see if this actually does what I want, because there's like a 50% chance it just still doesn't work. Or honestly, probably higher than 50%. I'm not very. The initial test didn't seem very promising, just in general. okay. I mean, they're trying to separate, but it's doing the thing where it's selecting what's like way farther away instead of selecting the correct thing. Like, let's see if we can try envelope weights and see if that magically works better. Because it could be the automatic weights fucking up. Because they're based off of the vertices, so it's kind of doesn't work that well. Okay, well now it's not working at all. Now it's not even attempting to work. Okay. Jeez, man. There is the option to try and rip all this out of there. This is such a bad setup. Like I could drag it out of the way, but everything's gonna get like ripped up in the process, or everything's nothing's gonna move out evenly. It's like, yeah, I can shift all this up, but what's it still? Oh yeah, I guess I don't have the rip until down here. I can actually maybe it's not too bad. Just select the next handful. Throw it like there. That's very much terrible, but I don't know. Maybe. I should have done that in pose mode. That would have been much easier to do. Okay. Just as an exercise, let's just see what happens if I do this. Just see if that gets me on the right track. I mean, no, not really. Not really. Yeah, this is a hard one to explain, to be honest. I think if I do it in pose mode rather than edit mode, I might be able to get away with it. So, the 8 is, I want it to be like this, and then I want it to open up, then I'm going to have it eat the other 2. Alright, let me reload. Let's save. Okay. And repose this. So I think maybe if I do what I just did, but using pose mode instead, so I can kind of have, then I can keyframe everything to return to exactly the same spot. And I think that might just work. Yeah, no. I think it has the potential to look pretty good. I just kind of forgot how bad it is at doing what it's doing right now. And since I use the text modifier, the 8s are kind of, they're not the vertex setup I would have liked. Probably would have been smart for me to do it a different way, but it's kind of too late now. I've kind of committed to this here. Okay. Successful. At least now it's doing at least now it's working all right. It's letting me select everything. Okay, like honestly, that doesn't look too bad for what it is. The actual vertices look absolutely terrible, but you can't tell the difference. Okay. Control P with automatic weights. And what I can do is I can repose, or wait, I gotta clear it. Pose mode. I can pose it to line up with everything. And then let's do the weights. Automatic weights. Jesus Christ. Okay. I think what happened there was it parented to the geometry rather than the pose. So I do have to edit it using geometry, I think. This is gonna be the only way to do it. 'Cause yeah. How do I do this cleanly? I think that means I'm just gonna have to like eyeball it to make everything come back to where it needs to be. I'm just gonna suck really bad to try and do. Okay, so I think I just have to commit to doing it this way. And then just eyeball it. Alright, this is gonna be yeah. I think no matter what, it's gonna be pretty shit. The current setup. Cause like the dream would be to have the 8 be like perfectly looking like an 8, and then do it. After that, I don't really care what it looks like as it's like doing the eating. Because there's no way to make that look good, I don't think. But I would very much like, up until that point, like beforehand, I would like it to look like a normal 8. I could do a little bit of a trick where where I just replace it as like a normal 8. Like I could just copy this one over and then keyframe it. That might be what I do. Yeah. So I'll just have a normal 8 here, and then once the animation starts, I'll just switch this out. Just using my camera. I think that's the only real way to do this without it being just completely unfollowable. Oh yeah. Yeah, if I was I could do that maybe. I guess that wouldn't really add. That wouldn't add a lot of work because that would just because it's very easy to put new words in. All I need to do is text and then like now I would just have to copy those out and then basically just animate them popping out. Could do that. Probably wouldn't hurt to go a little bit longer because I'm not planning on sleeping anytime soon anyways. So alright, now pose mode. That does not look like an 8. Surely. Yeah, no, this is, I don't think there's really any way to make this look good. So I'm just gonna run with it. However it looks is how it looks. Cause yeah, it would be nice if it only like affected the stuff directly next to it, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, it's just like a mangled corpse. Whenever it does, I want that to be keyframe still. I mean, that looks pretty good. Just have to little extra gape. Alright, I think that's passable. Okay. Duplicate you and just pull you straight over. And like frame 1, have this guy, and then frame 2, just keyframe to this. Which I don't think I'm technically allowed to do that with the setup or with my rules, because right now I have a, like, for this month I set myself constraints. So this is the first time I've used like this armature stuff, like these bones here, in here. Like if you go to pose mode, this is the first time I've ever used these. Or well, I've used them a couple of times on like various projects just to like test them out. But this month is the first time I've dedicated to using these. And last month it was like curves only. And now this month I'm doing all my animations using the bones. And a month before that, I did modifiers, which are all these things here. Bunch of different stuff you can do. I can still use those since I can use them for modeling. I just can't use anything for animation. So I get to use all my tricks to model the objects. But once I get the objects modeled, then I have to use these guys. So I think how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna throw a bone here. And I can just make it disappear using the arm or using the bone. Automatic weights. Yeah. Pose mode. So all I gotta do is make you infinitely small and then hide you in the bigger one. So now, just pretend you don't see this one. Okay. And then I'll do the exact same thing with the other objects, or with the other 8s. So I'm actually just gonna copy this over twice. Now those are all animated to disappear when I want them to disappear. Still want to move around, so I'm going to clear the frames for now. Normally I would try and get these all into one object as much as possible, but I don't think there's really any way to do that well here. Because like the majority of my objects, I've only had like one object, just in total, and everything just inside the object is armatured. But there's not really a reason I can't have a bunch of separate objects set up. Unless I can Control J these. Yeah, no. Control J breaks them. This guy opens up. I want these to run away a little bit. As you open up. Yeah. Having them in the same object would save me having to switch between objects like this. Oh, these aren't even parented. I'll just animate them together. Cannot be asked to do it the proper way. Does that look? Actually, that looks quite good there. Alright. And then animate you back. Close animation again. Just go like that. Only change I want is the location of these. Actually, I want that keyframe to here. Delete that keyframe. Alright. I need this to stop being. I need to clear the keyframe. Here's where I need to clear it. Then animate it from here. Alright. I also need the location to still be over here. I kind of fucked it up. I did kind of fuck it up there. Alright. Perfect. Pose mode. So from 40 to 50. Shrink it all the way down. Just throw it in the inside here. Perfect. Pose mode. And after that, animate to be about there. I think I'll animate this to move a little bit farther. It doesn't make any sense for it to kind of just stand still after the initial movement. Like there, maybe. Yeah, and it's just moving slowly. Yeah, no, it is definitely hard to track. But these bones, basically what's happening is that these bones I can rotate however I want, and I can like move them, and they'll affect the mesh. So the mesh is the object itself. That's like these. It's made out of a bunch of dots. Alright, I'll show the mesh on this one, because, yeah, so there are the vertices, the edges, and then the faces, and then that's each mesh, and those meshes get affected by these bones, by parenting. So the vertices try and go to the location of these bones. So if I have just one bone, all of the vertices in the object will follow the bone. If, like on this one where I have a bunch of bones, different vertices will clasp to different bones. Like this one, you have to be in pose mode for them to work, though. Like this moves, and then it drags the vertices. And so now I'm just doing that to make it kind of look the way I want. I don't know. It makes sense to me, but it is it's a hard one to explain to people who don't understand, I would imagine. But yeah, it's I do magic and then it sometimes looks good at the end. End of the process, it sometimes looks good. This one is not gonna look good though. There's no real reality where this ends up being a nice animation. I probably could have made it look better if I had done everything in one, because then I would be able to have it the actual unfucked up 8 and switch between that whenever I wanted. But yeah, if I were to redo this, I would have done it all in one mesh, because then I can pose everything in relation to each other and parent stuff together. I don't know, which obviously none of that means anything to you, but just trust that it could have been a little bit better, or it could have been better than it is now. But not much, not by much. I think this is turning out pretty well. So opens the jaws. Instantly starts closing. I think I'm gonna move both of these over 50. I feel like it's getting to the place where it needs to be too quickly. Yeah, that's why. Should end there at 80. Okay, there's the right timing. No, more so. So normally, when I do an animation like this, I'll take the objects out and separate them all out into like different parts, and then I'll add them. I'll add the bones to them, and then I'll reassemble the part, like using the bones, and I've found that works. That works the best. And in this case, it would just be easier, instead of having to like click in here and then open pose mode, click out, go in here, open pose mode. I would be able to make that work. And another thing I would be able to do is parenting, which like if I take this one, and if I drag that and place that there, as I move this will also follow. But with the restriction, I can't do that. I need to do all my parenting within the armature. So, like I could not make it where like this over here is floating here, and I'm gonna have to animate these 8s to follow the line of this, because I have no way to make them follow it otherwise. But yeah, I think end of the day it'll look about the same. It's just a little bit harder. I just have to do a couple workarounds, which like I probably could just get away with. I don't have anyone like tracking me, or I don't even know if I have anyone else who even knows what I'm doing, or anyone who can even follow what I'm doing. To like, all of my rules are completely self-imposed. I'm the only person who really knows what's going on. But I gotta keep it strict, otherwise Otherwise, I make one exception, and then I make a second exception, and then next thing you know, it's kind of defeats the whole point. Mod in the chat. Let's go. True. It is the lucky day. Day 888. I didn't even change the stream title. It still says 887. Alright, it's fixed now. You should have done that for me, Mod. You should have automatically saw my stream title was wrong and fixed it. But you were a bad mod, so you did not do it. I know, I just changed it. Is it delayed? I feel like it's not that delayed. I've had good... Oh yeah, you're on mobile, aren't you? So yeah, it would be that delayed. Mobile stream delay is terrible. Oh yeah, no. Okay, you're definitely not a minute delayed. We're having a conversation right now. You're like 15 seconds delayed. Or unless you're just responding to my questions just by chance, which could be happening. Yeah, I cannot tell immediately. Wait, type 5 when you see this. A few seconds. Yeah, I think mobile only adds a couple seconds. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, type 5 when you see this. Okay, that was at like 50. Okay, yeah, that was only like 8 seconds. That wasn't too bad. It was not too bad for what it is. Thank you. Real small in there. Muy interesante. True, true. I think. How does this look? There we go. There's 8. There's 8. There's 8 to 8s. I don't know why your like the chat comments would be delayed though. That's odd. Honestly, he might even be delayed more than you because I feel like his 5 was kind of late. I don't know. It's not too bad. Seems like we can converse all right. Okay. So I still need to make this. I think I can just do this with top-down view pretty easily. Does that hide it? That is gonna hide it. I think that does the job. It like instantly turns. Throw you there. So can we see the small 8 at all? Don't think we can. Or maybe there we can. Yeah, we can see it there. Let's just add an extra location in there. I could continue just trying to make it infinitely small, but I don't know if that would work. Just make it so small that it doesn't even render. And I don't think there's any way to make it invisible. Honestly, I'm gonna do that because this is gonna be annoying. I'm tired of it. I'm just gonna make it invisible. I'm just gonna make it so incredibly small that it might as well not exist. Yeah, it's like getting to the point where it won't let me make it any smaller. There's no way that renders in. It'll probably just look like a dead pixel, actually. Yeah. Let's see if we can go even further. It's not even letting me select it. That's how small it is. What if it, wait, what? I selected the wrong thing. Oh wait, yeah, no, oh yeah, it literally just doesn't even render. Alright, that works. I wasn't even looking at it, I was looking at like my cursor. Oh wait. Also, I'm pretty sure I just made the wrong thing infinitely small. I'm not sure. Hold up. Okay, there's like the original 8. Okay, yeah. I think we're good. Make it 0. You can make it 0. Yeah, okay. There we go. I think that's probably pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna try and make it. I don't know if I'm gonna add like the LOB at the end, because I kind of have to, at this point, I kind of have to keep the animations shorter when possible, because I'm doing like a video that's going to go on the YouTube of the first year, which is like the first 365 objects, and then the second year is the animations, and I ended up having like over 30 minutes long of animations, so that's kind of unoptimal. Like after I just put them all in, all into the program, just like the base length is over 30 minutes. So the video is gonna be at least 30 minutes, which I feel like is kind of long. But I don't know. I need to get around to editing those more. Or honestly, at this point, I need to get around to recording them. I think I pretty much have. Well, I need to record them before I edit them. But yeah, I need to get around to it. Alright, let's do our colors. Go for the classic red, green, blue. work's the only thing that I don't do with the armatures, because I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't, and that was the case for a lot of stuff I do. Just my camera work is independent of the rules, because I just don't think it's possible to do it any other way. I need to bring you in, zoom you in closer. Not that close. There you go. Just turn you some. GY. Okay. Like 75, I think I can frame you all the way to there. I think that's pretty passable camera work. The question is, do I want to, because I could bring this armature back, because this is the normal 8, right? I think this is the normal 8. I could theoretically make it get replaced with the normal 8 again. Kind of like the having it be the fucked up 8. I don't know. Pose mode. Okay. I think that looks good there. I need to do the same thing over here as well, for a similar thing. I think that looks good. And then previously, and make it make it small. Okay, light. Okay, I think that looks good. And then I need to do kind of the same thing over here. Make it not exist at this point. Make it small. definitely small up to there. So it starts with that, opens up, eats, and then closes back to normal. Alright, I think that's good. Go ahead and render that. Honestly, for what it is, I think that's the best possible outcome. Okay, I might be incredibly nitpicky here, but it did phase through like right there. Close mode. If I do that, it'll keep being posed, I think. No, I want you to still be animated out there. I will switch up I'll switch keyframes on this one. Yeah, do the keyframes here. Just do that a touch bigger as well. Right. I think that looks pretty close. It collides pretty majorly here. Honestly, I feel like no matter what happens at this one might be the issue or be an issue. Just make it open a little bit bigger. Okay. Maybe not that much bigger though. I think that's too big. That's definitely too big. Oh yeah, because none of the other ones are keyframed. That's why. That is why. I feel like I wait too long for it to start moving there. Maybe like 15. Yeah, I'm gonna do it at 15 and then just make this bump a little bit bigger. We are very much just getting to nitpicky overthinking mode here, I must admit, but I think I do have to run it with it this way. calling it there. We've done enough. We've done enough. Yeah, because they start so close together, it would be difficult to make it so it can run or like move towards the object without it also needing to close. Alright, perfect. I should honestly stop doing the extra like 10 frames because I got in the habit of having an extra 10 frames at the end of each animation so you could process what the object looks like at the end. But I don't know if it really, I don't really know if it's necessary. I don't know. Because that's an extra half second at most. Or like, yeah. A third to half a second. Which is not optimal. I can stop the short. And yeah, I will also probably end stream because yeah, it's like 2:20 a.m. I really should. Part of me almost wants to get on Fort, but I know I shouldn't. So I will end stream now, and then I have some stuff. I need to edit tomorrow's short, which is like a 5-minute job, and then I need to. I think I'll probably just go to sleep because I'm gonna have a big stream tomorrow, working on my keyboard, which is exciting. I should have plugged that earlier. But yeah, I will be working on my keyboard tomorrow, which is incredibly exciting because it's been like 3 years in the making at this point. So yeah, and it should hopefully go well. Oh yeah, I can show off the animation, can't I? Let me switch to main cam to go into my settings before I like dox myself. Because unfortunately I do all my like school work on this computer. So one of these days I'm gonna open the wrong folder and it's gonna be raps. It's not happened yet though. So if you want my full legal name, just like stalk the stream enough and it'll happen eventually. Almost assuredly. But yeah, here's our final product. Oh no, it's peeking out there. I need to fix it. There's just simply nothing I can do but fix it. That does the trick. Yeah. Yeah, I should be live around noon tomorrow-ish, noon CT. We'll see exactly. It'll kind of depend on how long I sleep tonight, but should be live and should be pretty interesting. I get to show off my fully wood keyboard that I built. There's like the top plate. Yeah, there's our top plate. So that's like CNC milled. I put metal supports in it because it was not very good. But yeah, this has been like 3 years of work, and it should hopefully be coming to an end tomorrow. So I can highly recommend that one. Here we go. In the streams, and I'll go post that. But yeah, peace.